Well, hello. This is something new for me. I've never done it. I've only started doing this streaming stuff a little bit and learning a whole chunk, but I've always wanted to know what the difference between the greenhouses are. So you've got your standard ones, right? Your small, medium and large. And then there's the new modded ones, small, medium and large. And then there's a hydroponics one down here. Obviously they all cost a little bit different. They all make different things, like they all do lettuce, tomatoes, whatever. These are the modded ones, like double the production. So I thought I'd do a bit of a side-by-side comparison from, scratch. So they've all, I filled them all up. They've all got their water, seed, fertilizer. These ones here, the standard ones, just take water. And then the hydroponic one down here takes water and liquid fertilizer. A little bit different inside, full hydroponic setup. You can still go inside, see all the production stuff inside as well. So then it sort of snowballed, because I'm like, if I'm going to work all this out on my own, maybe I should try like a tutorial. I mean, I don't know, never done it before, so let's see. So basically we have our small, medium and larges, which we said. So we got your small, medium and large. They just take water. So the normal ones cost 3,000 for small, 5,000 for medium, 10,000 for large. I haven't put in the cost of water, because usually, you can get the water from a lake or a dam or a river. Then you got your modded ones. Your modded ones, the small one costs 2,000, medium costs 4,000, and the large one costs 9,000. But these also take water, solid fertilizer, manure, and seeds. So the total, like, you add an extra few $1,000s in for those products. So the total cost of the small one fully loaded up is 4,600. Medium one fully loaded up is about 9,200, and the large one fully loaded up is about 16,000. And that is all based on the cost of buying it through big bags. Now you can't buy manure, from what I can see, from the shop, so you're going to need cows or one of these buy it all stations. But you got your pallets of fertilizer and seeds, your pallet bags, I guess you could call them. Then you've got your big bags, and then you've got the big bag mod, which in the menu we will go there. So you got your big bags. They're about $1,820 each for the fertilizer, $800 for the seeds. They both hold 1,000 litres. Then you've got the Pioneer big bag mods package, big bag and support package it's called. That's $3,000 for, I think that's 15,000 litres and 2,100, 1,500 litres I think, I'm not sure. I can pick one up in a minute, we'll double check. Then you've got your pallets, so you've got your liquid fertiliser. You can get your liquid fertiliser in bags apparently, and solid fertiliser in bags there too. Then you've got your big bag pallets, solid fertiliser seed, 900. So for the seeds it's 900 for 1,000 litres there, 800 for 1,000 litres there, and do we have, there you go, 950 for 1050 litres there. So it varies. This is just an average of what I've been using, and that's just a pile of manure that I bought from that. So what I was going to do was I was going to turn them all on, wait a month, come back. In this one, there's 3 here. I'm going to run tomatoes in one, lettuce in another, strawberries in another, because as you can see, why has that got liquid fertilizer? Hang on. That's a hydroponics one I was looking at. So you got your tomatoes. Where's the standard ones? It's too many to find now. So your standard one, you got tomatoes. It does 384 cycles a month. Lettuce does 192 cycles a month, and strawberries does 384 cycles a month. So the same as strawberries. When you look at the prices, they vary as well. So obviously you're going to get more strawberries and tomatoes, but they're prices are 1,023 and 519, and lettuce is 2,028. So it's gonna come down. This is just the basic prices that I'm here in this game on this map, so that could vary too. But I usually just run lettuce because you get less pallets, and with the pallet mod thing at the moment where they're jamming up at 50, I'm not sure if that's changed back yet, but I just thought I'll stick with lettuce. So one, I'm going to run tomatoes, one's going to run strawberries, one's going to run lettuce. That's for these three. Over here you've got your standard small, medium and large. I'll run all three of them in lettuce. Again here you've got your small, medium and large modded. I'm going to run them all on lettuce. And then these two here, because with these ones you can run solid fertilizer and manure, I was going to run one with all ingredients, one with solid fertilizer missing, and one with manure missing, just to see what happens. And I don't know how this is going to work. This might just fall over. On top of all that, obviously you all know the game, but I'll just run through it in case. There's different equipment to use. So you've got your front end loader, you've got your telescopic handler, forklift, and other things you can use to pick up the pallets and the big bags. You've got different trailers to use. So you've got your standard flatbed you can just load them onto with your machine. This is one of the auto load trailers. This is a TLX auto load truck, another auto load trailer, and just a standard flat trailer that you can load them onto. You've got your standard water tanker, holds 7,300 litres. This one here is a modded tanker, TLX version. This is the Unreal capacity, it's 50,000 litres, but it holds all the liquids, not just water. And this one's I think it holds 3,200 litres, but you need a truck or a dolly behind your tractor. So that's just a basic rundown of it all. We will check how much that is. What is that? Yeah, 1,500 litres. So you're just going to have to work out the prices as you do it to get to see what suits you. So what we're going to do is we'll come in here. We'll turn this one on to these three here. So we're going to turn these ones onto tomatoes. Oh, there's no seeds in there. Hang on. We better fix that up first. Alright, so there's no seeds of manure in here, so we'll fix that up. We'll just buy it from here. It's a lot cheaper. That only costs 520 bucks, so. And that'll be enough to do all three of these. And probably too much. I'll have to go and sell some over there and get rid of it in the dump point. So like I was saying before, to buy those big bags, they're not cheap, you know, they're a fair bit of cash, you know. You're going to be looking at like 1,600 just for the seed for each one of these. But with this Bidal fruit station, I think it's done by Alien Jim, it's a lot cheaper. So we need about 9,000 litres of seed. Right, that costs us $6,000. At $800 a bag for 1,000 litres, you know, that's a lot cheaper to do it that way. But the reason why I'm doing this is because, like, I always put greenhouses in, especially when you're starting up, because to me they're like little gold mines. They don't cost a lot to start. You don't need a whole heap of anything special to run them, especially if you're just buying the standard ones. You just need to be able to get water to them. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so this one we will turn tomatoes on. this one, we'll do lettuce. And this one, we'll do strawberries. Now, I know there's going to be a couple of minutes time difference in all of these, and, you know, I can't get it perfect. So for all of these other ones, we're just going to do lettuce. So we'll start at the top, flick them all on. Lettuce in the hydroponics, and that one does 312 cycles a month. The large greenhouse does 72 cycles a month. So this one here is the one without the solid fertilizer, so only one side's going to run. That one there's fully loaded with everything. This one here, there should be another one with manure missing. So we go, lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. I think this one here is the one without the manure, so that should light up red, I think. There you go. So yeah, everything on there, besides those three, are all set and running to do lettuce. Let's see how this goes. Is this one on? Lettuce and lettuce. So it's missing solid fertilizer, so I don't know if it's going to run at all. This one here has them all, and this one here is missing manure. So let's see what happens. These three here just standard with water, but basically all I'm doing here is I just want to go through them all quickly, see what happens with them, and see what each one produces cost wise on average basically, and then, you know, work out how many months, what's the best crop, and, you know, is it worthwhile doing? Because basically these small ones that are just taking on water, they're costing you 3, 5 or 10,000 within a month, maybe 2 months. They probably are going to be paid for. And when you're starting on a farm like No Man's Land, or any farm with limited resources, limited money, these are, especially through the first winter, these are really, really good earners. That just keeps you ticking over if you're leasing equipment because you can't afford it, etc. These will make you cash. So let's fast forward to tomorrow at 12 o'clock, so it's a full month cycle, and we'll see if we can make sense of any of it all. Alright, let's try this again. As you can see, we had to skip a second month because we had too many pallets. So I cleared them all out, reset it, and started again. At the moment, these ones aren't producing. None of these ones are over here. Because we're doing strawberries, there was just way too many pallets. So, yeah, basically what we'll do is we'll collect up each one from the modded ones and write down a total, and then we'll turn these ones off and do the other ones. So apologies that it's going to be sort of a bit weirded out, but unfortunately it's the only way we can salvage it. So I'm just going to use this to auto load because it's pretty fast-ish for console. Not super fast as you can tell, but it's good. We'll just collect each one, work out a price, and then we'll move on. Also, you can have these selling to, you just get money on the hour, I think it is, or you can have distributing to, if you've got like a production facility like a bakery, you can sell the strawberries there directly. Not sell, but they distribute straight there to go into the cakes, etc. See, I'm on console, so it's a bit slow, the auto load, but at least we have it finally. There we go, there's those ones. These trailers can be a little bit picky. If you're not in the right spot, they don't work. But if it's going to take too long to load up all the tomatoes, I'll pause it and get back to you. Alright, so we got 6,499. I've got a sale point over here because every town, different month, it's all going to be a little bit different. So from the first modded one, we got 64.99 litres. And we can sell that for 6,722. So that's not too bad. So you know that thing, when they're first set up, they cost about $16,000 to start one of the modded greenhouses. So in 3 months it's paid for itself and you're already getting profit. Alright, so with the lettuce, let's see. And don't forget, the prices will fluctuate. You know, they're going to be different from map to map and different sale points, but this is just the easiest way to try and do it all similarly. So the lettuce, we ended up with 3,500 litres. That gives us about 6,800. 6,871. Not too bad. Let's go and see how we went with the tomatoes. I think this trailer can hold 20,000 litres of pallets, goods. Maybe there'll be more that drop out here, so we'll have to just keep an eye on that. But as you can see, you know, they're pretty good earners. So basically after 3 days, everything's profit. You have to add a bit of seed, bit of manure, which you can get for free if you've got the cattle turning on anyway. And some fertiliser. You'd be good to go. These are just dropping out like flies. Wow, they're still... Okay. Might end up with like double. I suppose they were only worth about $500 a 1,000 litres, so... But if you were doing all this with forks, I mean, if you had a production facility, strawberries would be the way to go, because you can send them away for the cakes. The back one's not getting picked up. Finally. There you go, 12,500 litres. and 6422. So on this map, the way it's set up, the lettuce made more cash, but on average all three of these would be paid off in 3 months, which is pretty cool. And then you just have to top off, you know, we've only used a couple of 100 litres of seed, fertiliser and manure, so you probably, you know, maybe we might turn one of these on to just sell, and turn the other ones off, and we'll see how long that lasts us, because that's 2 months at the moment. So yeah, I might just turn this one off, turn the lettuce to sell, so we don't have any, so we don't have any pallet issues. They're both on sell. Make sure the other one's turned off, and we will turn all the rest back on. So we've got these three here, so they're off. One's on sell, the other ones are off. I will flick all these back on, and we will skip to another day. We'll just do all these as lettuce, so it's all the same. Lettuce for that one, lettuce for that one, and we'll just make sure we're turning the right ones on and off. So lettuce in this one, and hopefully we don't have an overload of pallets, and we're good to go. Lettuce and lettuce. This is the three that are sitting over there together, and the hydroponic, so we'll double check they're on. Lettuce and lettuce, yep, we're good on that one. Good on that one because they're green. We're good on this one. One should go red. Yep. And the hydroponics are growing too, so sorry about this, but we will get back to you as soon as we get to the next day. Alright, now let's see if it's worked. These ones are turned off. This one's actually just selling, so that's fine. And we got some pallets at the other ones. They're not saying too many pallets, so we're good to go. So the small one in a month is a little bit short of generating one pallet. The medium standard one is a little bit over just one pallet. The large standard one is 2 pallets and a little bit left in there. The small modded one, a little bit left, but there's still 2 pallets there, so 1,000 litres. This one has, yeah, what's that, 1, 2, 4 pallets. This one has 3 pallets, but it's only running on manure, not solid fertiliser. This one's running on both, and we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, yep, 7. Yep. This one's just running on solid fertiliser, not manure. And there's 3. And your standard, well, this one's done alright. Your standard hydroponic greenhouse, we got 6 and a little bit. So they're all going to generate cash, but on the outside looking in, the modded one with everything running seems to be making more profit, more cash. If you just got half the ingredients in, you're still making money, but it's going to take a bit longer. So yeah, I think maybe we collect a few of these up and work out, you know, what it's going to cost you to run these things and how long for. But definitely the greenhouses to me are just like a little gold mine, I guess you could say. Even before the modded ones come out, you know, $3,000 for the small one. I know it hasn't generated a pallet yet, but it's $3,000, a little bit of water, a couple of months, you got stuff coming in, you know. So the hydroponic one, we'll start with that one first. I think that costs us about $14,000 to get set up. Let's open these doors. Load it up quickly and see what it does. You know, so you can imagine over a period of a couple of months, these things would pay themselves off, and everything's just all profit. So I'm not sure if this is going to be any interest to anybody, but the way it looks to me is that the large modded greenhouse is going to be the most profitable. It does cost you a little bit more to set it up. What that one make? Well, that made 6,100. So yeah, on the third month, that thing's paid for. And besides a little bit of solid liquid fertiliser, I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any of these, depending on your budget. Like, they're good earners. This one's made the most pallets in a 24-hour period. So yeah, that made the same amount, obviously, as the ones we tested the other day. Well, it's the same day for me, but the other day in game. 3,500 bucks, 3,500, and it was, well, there you go, a little bit more this time of year, 7,200. I think the last time we done it was 68. So I mean, if you just want to start out basically in game, a couple of grand for a greenhouse, a little bit of cash for a water tank, and you're good to go. Like, I don't think there's anything bad about any of them. I'm not going to worry about working out the price on those ones because you can see it. But the medium-sized one, in the same amount of time. Medium one's going to give us about 2,000 litres by the look of it, so 1,500 litres less. But even with 2,000 litres, that's still something that you never had before. And if you've got no crops going for 2 or 3 months in your game, this helps keep cash coming in, helps you get rid of some of your manure. You get 4 grand for that. So the medium one, you know, that cost, what did that one cost to me total? That was $9,000. So once again, 3 months and it's all profit. So that's my little spin on the greenhouses. I hope you found some form of interest in it. But yeah, definitely the most profitable one is the larger modded one. If you wanted to go that way, you put a couple of these on your farm and within 3 months you're turning around 7 grand a month in profit. The hydroponic one, how do we go with that? Yeah, same deal. So this one cost us about 14 grand, I think, to set up. 14.8, and you're getting $6,000 a pop. So the 3rd month, there you go. And it takes liquid fertiliser, which, you know, people might have more of, leftovers from spraying or whatever. These ones take seeds, solid and manure. The manure is a byproduct. Seeds, we've usually got a few laying around if we're seeding fields. So yeah, I mean, out of all of them, they're all going to earn your money back within 3 months. And then after that, they're just free. A few $1,000s for a little bit of seed and manure and fertiliser to keep them topped off. Or you wanted to get hold of the big one. What's this one here? These ones cost 9 grand. There's 1,000 litres there in a month. Same deal. In 3 months, that's all profit just from water. So I don't think you can go wrong having these. It sort of winterises your farm until you can, like, you know, cows aren't cheap to set up and there's not big profits on those to start with. So yeah, if you're starting out on a new farm, throw a couple of greenhouses in. Some of the trailers are cheap. You know, you've got your basic $8,000 flatbed there. Or if you've got the modded trailers, you can get the auto loaders. 12 grand for that auto loader there. That way, if you don't have, depending on how you want to play the game too, if you don't have the equipment, just a flatbed trailer and you can pick them up and drop it on. This one here is 6,500. But I mean, if you don't have the cash, we could, you know, your base model tractor in no man's land. You get one of these little deck trailers here for 8 grand, and I'm pretty sure there's even cheaper ones out there if you wanted them. But you get your little, we'll come over here and collect the ones from the other big greenhouse. I don't have any mods turned on, there's no sip strength on console. But you could quite literally just grab your, oh, except for when that happens. You can come pick them up. The sides on this trailer do fold. You can get a fair few pallets on this trailer and make some profit, you know. 9 grand for the greenhouse, 8 grand for the trailer. 3-4 months and it's all money in your bank. Even if you're leasing a trailer, it's not that much. But yeah, it's as simple as that. You just done. Cool little thing. I hope that helped and wasn't too boring or jump aroundish. Bit of a pain with the pallet limit. I was hoping to try and do it all in like one cut. But yeah, having to reset it the first month and then, yeah, I don't know if any of the info is going to help you, but it's just something that I wanted to learn personally, and make sure that what I was thinking was right, because when you're starting from scratch, you sort of want to make as much money as you can profitably. And I know, you know, you've got your grass and your silage and your timber mill and all your wood you can do, but this is something that basically you build it, you fill it up, and you just check on it. That's it. There's no major work to be done. Super simple. But thanks for watching. I hope that is of some help to you. If you like it, give us a like and a subscribe and a comment. Let us know if you want to see anything else, and we'll do our best. Thanks again. See ya.